Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. We gonna work. Set. 56. 56. It's a party now. Shit. Watch the
Now Murphy throwing on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw. Murphy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. 22 yards there, a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hold on. 56. Double dog. That's the way.
He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Back to throw. Murphy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He lost 6 there on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Second and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run. It's Rodgers. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On the ground, Rodgers. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Hey, stand up!
1
by 7.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
5.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hey, team 6. Let's go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murphy now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's complete to Cooks. A Raider first down, 17 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Murphy stepping up. He's going to keep it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Murphy on first down. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Terry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Down. 60 or. Recon. 132 fighter.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, Alpha.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Gonna throw deep. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. He's got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
after the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Strip that ball.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murphy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Murphy, operating from the gun. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Murphy. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught inside the 5. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Go now. 90.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is it. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, it's Cooper. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down at the 18. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. They'll keep it on the ground. It's ball. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got Rodgers. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.